G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Today I am going to be setting up a mining camp, a settlement along away from my settlement, and we're going to set up some delivery systems. So this is the ore. I found some ore over here, and there's also granite, and there's tin in here as well, and I think there's a little bit more ore over here as well. So it's just not showing up on the map. We're going to build a camp somewhere in here, I think, and maybe off the road a little bit because there are bandits around here. And we're going to get that going. So my settlement is all the way over here. So there is no iron, obviously, in this area. So we're basically just going to come here. So one of my videos, I probably already showed you where the iron is, but I'll show you guys again, just in case. We are at Horndean down here, and just up the road, you'll see right in the middle here, we've got that iron. And like I said, there's some more on here and some granite here. Look out, we've got some company coming. So we're going to head up the hill here and have a look at the deposit of iron and what else is available. And then we're going to show you how to set this up and what you're going to need. So essentially, you can see there's a tin rock here. There's a lot of tin here actually. So I can get the thing to show this one. This rock's a bit big. It can actually, crazy that it can't even get the mining symbol up on this one for some reason. Anyway, maybe the NPCs can. We've got this big one here. Again, a bit annoying. There's no symbol. But we do have, more importantly, iron rock here. Some more tin. And there's more iron here and more iron here. So quite a bit of iron. And I think just over that ridge there, there is, yeah, just in here somewhere, there is more iron. So I'm going to just quickly jump across there to make sure. And then we're going to set up this camp somewhere in the middle. Okay, I sprinted over a little bit further, and as you can see, there is a ton of iron here. So I have already set up my fast travel point, so it would be up to you guys if you wanted to do what I'm doing. There's quite a bit of iron here, you can see, so this probably would have been the better location, maybe. Although not all this iron has, oh, maybe this one does. There's like a dot there, I just can't get it to come up. Yeah, it has the ability to mine, so you need to have that ability. There you go, iron. So there is quite a bit of iron here. I'll show you on the map where we are. So we're just this is where we originally were, and this is the other iron as well. Now this is quite good because it's not near a road, but I mean, as far as fast traveling go, that could be a bit of a problem. If you did want to fast travel back and forth, you'd have to place your sign down in here, but it isn't too far from Horndean if you cut straight across as well. So we have got no tin here though. So there we do have tin, so it's just a different color. So we have tin as well, and up on the hill there we had some cotton as well, and obviously there's probably plenty of stone around as well. I can't get a symbol on all these rocks, but yeah, just rock. There we go. So we got plenty of resources just here, plenty of wood around us as well. So, and it is kind of off the road. There's some bandits down the bottom of the hill, so this would probably be a good place to place your mining camp. But I'm going to kind of don't place it right on the ore too. That's a little tip. You want to place it in between the two nodes as best as you can. And if one does run low, then you can basically just run the settlers will basically just go across to the other one and set up there. So we've got this nice little spot overlooking nice little kind of ruined castle there. So I'm going to put ourselves in the middle of these two, so I might go just a little bit further around that. All right, so this is kind of like the top of the hill. I know that hill there, bandits do come out of that, but I've never seen them walk through this section. So I think we're kind of in the middle here between the two, close enough anyway. So what we need to do first is we need to build a mining hut. Now this is the only one that's going to produce the ore that you need, and and it does mixed ores, but it does do the iron ore. So we're going to have to find a nice kind of flattish kind of spot here. Now I brought some stuff with me. The planks, you're going to need 8 planks, 22 wooden planks, so I can only carry so many. And the wood we can get here, rope we're going to have to go back for. But yeah, I've already got that. So I'm going to get cracking on setting this up. We need a few other items actually. We are going to need, well, we could put a barn down, but I think that's kind of overkill for this one. So what we'll probably do is we'll put down, it's a lot easier to build, Let's have a look. We'll just put down a stockpile. I think it's a lot easier. We only need logs and some, flax and stuff like that. So this would be the best way to go, I believe. So we'll pop that down in here. We're on a bit of a hill here. It's probably all right. And we got that. And now next we need a place for our settlers to live as well. Now it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can just be a housing tent. So we're going to put one of those down as well. So we've got our storage. We have our tent. And we have our mine. And we won't need any settlers just yet, but we will get this all built and then we'll have a look at it all. So we'll jump to that now. Okay guys, we have built the little shack down here, the tent, housing tent, and we've also set up a storage stockpile. Now, really important, once this thing's built, turn it off because we haven't assigned it to this area just yet. I probably should have done that first, but so my first tip is once this, build the house first, a little tent, and then I'll show you how to assign someone to this, because what will happen is this is a long way from our main base and you'll get people starting to walk towards you, and I'll show you why in a second. I did just a run through of a bad way to do it, just to show you guys what would happen if you didn't change it straight away. So let's go to the map and you can see we're all over here, and you can see these little dots here. These are workers, and they're all dead now, I think, but they're bringing, fallen in battle. They tried to bring resources all the way to this camp here because I'd built the stockpile, it didn't turn it off, and also the house I hadn't assigned as a new settlement. So we're still building the mining camp here. It's a mining hut, so this one takes forever, and you probably prefer to have an NPC do it. So I'm going to set up the camp now and show you how to assign somebody to this place. And we'll just see how long it takes to actually get someone out here. Of course, I'm going to skip all those boring bits and give you some timelines. But all right, so we go to the hut itself to create a new settlement. We just manage the house itself. You can see there's no one in here. So I'll go over to the stockpile and hit F again as well. And you can see there's no one in here. Okay, nothing in here. So, all right, so the way we do this is we open up our tab. We go to the very first one, which is settlements. Now, first thing I should have done is stockpile 7. And this is housing tent 1. All right, so that's easy. So we need to know what they are. So stockpile 7, housing tent 1. Let's go back to this setting again. And then we need to find the housing tent 1. Here it is here, housing tent 1. Now on the right hand side over here, you got this little switch settlement bell looking icon, the Bellwright icon, and you just click that down and then create a new outpost. So we're going to call this, this is Ironside. There you go, Ironside. We'll call it Ironside, the settlement, so it's mainly for iron. Now that one now is assigned. If you go up the top here where the call to arms symbol is, there's these little arrows. Now you can see just below that it says Wombat. That's my main settlement. You click this one of these arrows. Now here you go. There's Ironside. So now you can now assign somebody to this tent down here. Now we're going to do the same for this stockpile 7. So let's go into the same tab. Let's go to production. No, I don't think it's in production. Yes, it is. Stockpile 7. All right, we have it down the bottom here. We're gonna just we can change the priority if you want. You can just, it doesn't really matter. It's the only stockpile here. We go across to the settlement, and then we're gonna we don't want to create a new one. We just want to assign it to Ironside. Now, if we now when this building is built, it may automatically assign itself to this settlement because it's in the radius. But we won't want to take that chance. When it's built, we will make sure that we do that. So, all right. So now we want to assign someone to this particular area as well. And so what you would do is you could do it a couple of different ways, but this is probably the easiest way. You would open up your map and find the person that you want and say, so look at this guy. He's not the best guy on the map either, so it's probably not the end of the world. Harvesting skills are not too bad, and labor is a little lot low, but like it's expendable. So he's actually, I think, fallen in battle anyway. But we'll go back to the overview, Now, in the overview, you can see this Bellwright symbol again where it says wombats. He's dead now, but it's not the end of the world. It'll actually be good, beneficial for us, I think, because I think when he wakes up, he'll actually wake up in this this mining area. So you want to switch him, and we want to assign him to Ironside. All right, so we've now assigned him to this one, and we will continue on. I will continue on with the building. I'll wait for night to come and go. Well, we'll jump ahead and we'll see if he turns up here. Now, he does need tools. I don't have any on me, so I'm going to have to do a fast travel back to the main settlement to get them. We could set up a order and get them ordered across as well. So I might try that as well, and I'll show you how to set that up as well. All right, well, we'll see you in the next section. I'm going to continue building this and wait for this other guy to get here and order some tools. All right, guys, we have finished the mining settlement area. We've got the mining hut, we've got our storage, and we have our sleeping quarters, and we have our miner, this guy here. So essentially now you want to do is you want to manage this and make sure that it is working for you. So the way to do that is to set up some delivery systems. Now, these work overnight. So what you need to do is you need to come into your inventory area again, go across to this settlement tab. Now what you've got here is we've got select the buildings. If you have a look, we've got wombats here. We'll go across to Ironside. Now on Ironside, you'll see there's a tab on here called deliveries. Now you want to, I've already set up a couple just to show you what they would look like. We'll set up another one. We're gonna need sturdy pickaxes because they break, and we don't want him to, you know, not run out of things to do. So you want to type down the bottom here. Create new order and then find the pickaxes that you want. I'm not sure why it's doubled up in here, but anyway, we want a sturdy pickaxe. We want to get it from wombats. That's my main settlement. That's where all that stuff's being made at the moment. So you could just change this if you have more than one settlement, and you want to know whether it's daily, weekly. Now I'm going to do it daily. I'm just going to put one on it at the moment just to see what happens. If I get too many pickaxes here, then I'll stop that and make it weekly, and we'll try and work out what's working for the one person. And yeah, we've got mushrooms. We've got heaps of let's have a look. Dried berries. Do we have lots of dried berries? I know we've got lots of dried mushrooms, so we'll just increase that to be a daily order so he doesn't go hungry. We don't want him going hungry. We've got plenty of radishes actually back there as well. That's how you spell radishes, and we'll order some of them from daily as well, just to keep this guy well fed. We don't want him running out of food. So that's the things that you need to think about. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that he may need. Now what we need to do is, now when he starts to gather, he's already put some of the stuff that he doesn't need in here. I gave him some food earlier because he was a bit hungry. Now he started collecting ore already. So now this will only fill up. You can start to manage this if you feel like you're getting too full of things through these equipment, these, you know, turn off whatever you need to do. But this is a pretty small settlement, so you shouldn't have to manage it too much at the moment. You could always build another stockpile here too if you really need to, or if you wanted to a barn. I think the stockpiles are cheaper, to be honest. Now we want to send the ore back to my main settlement. So the way to do that is to, again, let's open up our inventory tab. We want to go across to the settlement. Now we're on the wombats here. Now we're still on the deliveries tab. So what we need to do is we need to set up a delivery down here for the iron. So we're going to type in iron, and we want to find the iron ore. Now that's what he's mining at the moment. We want to select Ironside, and then that's where it's going to be coming from, and we're going to do this daily. We'll see how we go. We'll just put in 10 for the moment. It would be interesting to see how much he actually mines each day. We could also do the copper ore, and we could do that daily as well. And what else do we have here? We had tin, so we'll set up a tin ore as well, and we'll do it daily as well, and we'll see how we go with 10 of each. So those are all set now. So essentially, once he starts to, they won't be filled unless they are. We do have the ore here, so just bear that in mind. So he has to mine 10 a day in order for that to trigger. And the same for the food and things coming back the other way. You have to have those goods in the other settlement. So We'll jump ahead. I've got a raid coming in on one of the towns that the town that I liberated the other day. It's still pretty far away, which for some reason it's just been sitting here at this particular place, so it doesn't seem to be moving. But I want to be careful. Last time I had a raid coming in, I decided to sleep, and they came in through the night. So make sure you save. If you think it's a long way off, save, then go to sleep, and then you can reload that save on those parties. But getting back to this settlement, we'll jump ahead and see how it is all faring out and if there's any bugs or problems we're having with it. But essentially that should be right and working. And if you've got any questions, just pop them down the bottom in the comments and I'll happily try and answer them for you. Or if you think there's something I could have done better, please let me know. As with you guys, I'm still learning this one as well and sort of getting used to how things work, but trying to pass on those tips that I find for you. All right, well, the next thing is basically to see how this all works. And so we're going to jump ahead now and see how it is going in. All right, guys. We are back and it's the new morning in the camp. So I just wanted to test the inventory, the transfer system, and show you that it is working. So we'll have a look in our stockpile. We had on order, we had these mushrooms, and the order didn't go out because he's ordering this morning. So it'd be interesting to see whether that goes out. We'll see what happens. But also we got some other stuff in here. So we've got some spoiled food, that's fine. But yeah, we can see the mushrooms appeared. Which is great. That wasn't in there originally. We had them on order. So see if we can check that. Go back to this tab. And there we go. You can see over here, this is a we got one order of 10 ore by the looks completed. It says here. We'll go across to Ironside, and it looks like the dried mushrooms we completed. They order of 17 of the 20. So it only takes what you've got, which is interesting. So with the iron, we only had the one bar sitting there when I should say, when we went to sleep. And yeah, so that's working fine. We can see that we've got some turnips as well. It does tell you what you've gotten. The other thing I did probably forget to mention is that because this is a settlement, we go back to tier, we can go down and we can build our own personal shack here as well. This, if you want to sleep here, which is pretty handy. We've got some, whoops, didn't see these guys coming in. We better make a run for it. But we do have, yeah, that's the only thing to be aware of when you've got a camp like this in a fairly dangerous area. Your worker will probably die from time to time, but you know, I'm willing to take that chance because it's self-sufficient and I don't have to worry about it. So anyway, guys, I hope this was good. I'm not going to run for it here. If this was helpful in any way, by all means, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. And if you've got any questions, make sure you pop them down below and I'll try and answer them for you. They've taken off the other way, which is good. So led them away from the area. But yeah, again, thanks, guys. I will see you on the next video. Wombat out.